everyone. Welcome. Today, we will be talking about the research findings of our Mike's Pizza app usability study. I'm so excited to share with you this information because it will make our users' experience when they're placing a pizza so much easier. So let's get started. Our presentation is divided into 3 sections: the study detail section, the themes, insights and recommendations, and the optional appendix. If you would like to see further details about each of our participants, it will include the actual video of them going through our low fidelity prototype, notes that we took as researchers when we were conducting the study, and it also includes demographic information. Our study details. Mike's Pizza is a restaurant that is heavily populated in Lake County. I mean, everyone, when they're looking for delicious pizza, they go to Mike's Pizza. So because of their high demand, it is very important that they have a presence online and one that is seamless and easy to use. We're creating a new app to help customers easily coordinate their pizza order. We need to find out if the main user experience placing a pizza order is easy for users to complete. Before conducting our research, we created a research study plan. It is our objective to answer the following research questions. How long does it take for a user to place a pizza order? We do not want it to take too long. We want it to be something that'll be quick and hopefully within seconds. Are there any consistent pain points users are experiencing? What can we learn from the steps users are taking to order a pizza on the app? Is the user flow smooth or abrupt? Is there any consistent spots where they got stuck? We want to avoid and eliminate as many pain points and obstacles. Lastly, how many users placed their order? How many did not? And for those who did not, at which step did they stop and why? We want to find specific information so that we can come up with specific solutions. In this study, we had 5 participants, 2 males and 3 females between the ages of 25 through 52. So we really did do a test on a wide age group. It was an in-person study done in the United States. Users were asked to perform tasks in a low fidelity prototype. It was moderated throughout the whole time. The users were guided by a moderator, and users were given 8 to 18 minutes to complete this study. Here on the right, you see an image of the prototypes that users were given. So users were given a phone, and on the phone, there was this prototype. And users were asked to complete a set of activities, and while they were completing those activities, we recorded our observations. And just so you have an idea of what this prototype looks like, I am showing you a preview of what they experienced when they were given the phone. Okay, let's go back to our slide. Themes. We found 3 common themes throughout the study. I want you to take a minute and picture this. Picture that you are coming out of work. It was a really hard, frustrating work day, and you were at work for 9 to 8 hours. Your head hurts, you're hungry, you're already frustrated. It was a hard day. All you want and all you're craving is pizza. Yummy and delicious, and you can taste the cheese, you can taste the pepperoni and the mushrooms, and you're like, okay, let me open my app. I'm in the parking lot of the building that I work in. I'm going to quickly order it so then I can just pick it up on my way home. So let's get started. And now you're looking at your phone and you're clicking around and you're clicking around, and you cannot move forward. You don't know why these buttons don't work. You're just so frustrated, so hangry, and you just exit out of your app, toss your phone to the side of the seat, to your passenger side of the seat. You sign, you're like, well, I'm just gonna have to do drive-through. Unfortunately, our users had a similar experience. All participants in our research study became confused when they were interacting with buttons. They were either too small to click or they did not have a destination when clicked on. If we take a look at the image here, you are seeing the menu page of our app. We can see that the user can redeem 500 points. So that's a button you can click on. You can see that they can order again. So perhaps they can click on the previous orders. They can also click on a specific pizza, etc., etc. Lots of buttons for users to click on. So 4 of our 5 participants, they verbally expressed it. When someone verbally expresses something, it's because it's starting to irritate me, right? So 4 out of 5 participants verbally expressed that they were confused on why the buttons did not work when you clicked on them. Take this quote from participant C. Okay, so I clicked that twice when she's referring to clicking on a pizza, right? So she clicked the type of pizza that she wanted twice. Now I want to click on my cart, but it's not taking me. Did I have to place 3 orders or 2 orders? Because I think I clicked that 3 times. Am I ready to check out? So she's trying to click on the checkout button and it's not working for her. 2 out of our 5 participants struggle to select that cart icon. Now, how are you going to place your order if you cannot check out? Not convenient whatsoever. 8 participants that particularly stood out to us during our study clicked around the interface 10 times. Can you imagine? And she was not successful. It still didn't move her forward. Here's a quote from participant A when she described the level of difficulty it was to click around the user interface. It was a little hard to find out how to select certain things. So maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, it was maybe like 6 kind of hard, with 10 being very, very difficult. So this is above average in terms of difficulty. Another theme that we found was that most participants found the next step to be unclear. So these 2 themes that we have spoken about all are of high priority, because without being able to click on buttons and without users knowing the next step, you don't reach the finish line. You aren't able to place that order. So 4 out of 5 participants struggled to find the checkout button. They didn't even notice the cart in the corner. As you saw from the previous page, the cart was in the corner. They didn't notice it. So that means that it is not intuitive for people to click there. That needs to change. 2 out of 5 participants struggled moving forward from the delivery and pickup page and thought that the page was frozen. The illustration to the right shows the delivery and pickup page. We see 2 bubbles, circles, one that says delivery or pickup, and then we see the option to select one of the orders. You can select a previous order, a favorite order, and then, of course, if you selected delivery, you can enter your address. So how do you move forward? It wasn't very clear to everyone, and they thought my page is frozen. So due to all these obstacles of users not being able to find the next step, it took on average participants 2 minutes to place an order. No one has that attention span anymore. Most likely, if it's going to take you 2 minutes to complete an action online, We're gonna exit out. Participant D stated, I like the concept. I think it would be nice to be able to order pizza on an app if I was able to do all the steps. But what I didn't like is it didn't seem to move me forward. When participant B was on that delivery and pickup page, they stated, participant B stated, is there anything else I can do here? I can't really do anything else, right? Again, I don't know what to do. Confused. Participant A, she stated, well, at first it was confusing because I did not know where the checkout button was. For my previous experience from using apps, if I click home, it will take me back to a screen I'm familiar with. So checkout should be there. Another person who is not able to easily find the checkout button and has to explore around a bit to find that checkout button. Our last theme that we found throughout the study was that most participants were not satisfied with the customized pizza page. So let's go back and visualize that scene of you sitting in your car. You're really hungry and you had a horrible work day, and all you're looking forward is to getting your craving, like really cheesy pizza with some sausage and bacon on it. That's what I want. And you go to the customized pizza page, desiring that sausage and bacon pizza, only to not be able to look at the toppings. That can be very discouraging. Now, something we would like to acknowledge is that we did fail to tell the participants that this was a low fidelity prototype. So they did come with an expectations, perhaps because it wasn't specified. Some may have came with an expectation of it being developed. We have statistics right now that we would like to state, so just keeping that in mind, in the back of your mind when you're hearing these statistics. So 1 of our 5 participants desired to see a further developed front-end graphic, expressing that without it, it would be confusing. So without seeing the visuals developed, it would just be hard to know, what am I clicking on? Where am I going? What am I selecting? That sort of thing. Then 1 out of 5 participants mentioned that it would be nice to see more writing. To further expand on that, another participant, 1 out of 5, not the same one, another one, but still 1 out of 5, specifically inquired if the $11.99 for one whole, if it was $11.99 for one whole pizza or for a slice of pizza. So if we take a look at the visual right here to the right, we see the cheese pizza, we see the title cheese pizza, and then 2 lines for a brief description. We see 300 calories per slice, okay? And then we see that $11.99. Now, what does that mean? That's what this participant was getting at. What is this $11.99 for? Is it for a slice? I mean, you were saying before that it was 300 calories per slice. So is $11.99? So that's inflated if it's $11.99 for a slice, right? Or is it for a whole pizza? We don't want our users to be confused. Okay, 1 out of 5 inquired if it was $11.99 for one whole pizza or a slice of pizza, and also expressed a desire for seeing each pizza editing category further developed so that the users could customize their pizza. This particular participant was disappointed that when he tried to select a crust, for example, or sauce or cheese or toppings, right? This is a fun, probably the only fun part about placing your pizza order besides eating it. People don't really like those logistics, especially when you're hungry. You just want your food, right? But if you can at least picture your food and have it in your mind and contemplate on it before you get it, you get some of that gratification, right? And for you to not be able to select the sauce category and see the different sauces, the cheese category and see the different cheese types, it's very easy to see how it can be disappointing. Participant B states, what I want to see is to just have a list of toppings I can add to the pizza, or maybe if I can customize how big I want the pizza. So maybe this participant was really hungry. He wants big pizza, right? Participant A says, I like that it has information on the pizza. It has the calories. It has what the pizza has. I think it would have been a little bit more, I think it could have a little bit more writing though, so I know what to select. Again, we want to eliminate any type of confusion. We finally reached the insights and recommendations. So this is what our research tells us. All participants are confused when interacting with buttons. Users do not want to spend time on frustrating, time-consuming, repetitive activities like trying to click a button multiple times or wondering why a button isn't working, especially when they're hungry. Who does, right? Another insight that we found was that it was difficult for users to move forward. So the experience isn't seamless. And that's what our goal will be now, for the experience to be seamless, for it to be intuitive, for it to guide users throughout the checkout button. So to actually let them see that checkout button, right? So they can place that order. And lastly, we found that users were unable to customize a pizza to their liking. And that defeats the whole purpose of a customized pizza page, right? And it is very discouraging because having that visual aspect of a pizza and it looking yummy, and then you being able to take the mind, you know, what you have on your mind and put it visually down, it's gratifying. And it allows you to foresee what you're going to do, which is going to be yummy and delicious to eat this big cheesy pizza. And if you're not able to see that, to partake in that activity, I mean, it's just discouraging, right? And we don't want people to be discouraged when using our app. So here are recommendations. We want to prioritize signaling better cues that will lead users to the next steps. We don't want them to be confused. We want them to automatically know what to do next. We also want to make the buttons larger and ensure that every visible button on every page, every single one of them, has a destination. Because if the pizza user, if the user, probably someone pizza eater, not pizza user. Anyways, if the user sees that one button doesn't work, well, they're going to assume the other button's is not going to work. And then maybe they'll assume that the whole screen is frozen, and then they'll exit out and leave us a bad review on Google Play, which is not what we want, right? And lastly, our recommendation is that the customized pizza page, that delicious pizza, with lots of flavors and just deliciousness, that customized pizza page, right? That motivates people to place that order. Take note of that. That it includes more descriptions, eliminating confusion, right? And that we further develop its front end graphics. We want it to look yummy. We want it to be easy for users to know what to click on. So our front end graphics needs to be top notch, and to include clickable buttons that expand under each category with options for users to select from. You want them to be able to create exactly the pizza that was on their mind, right? To be able to partake in that activity. So thank you so much for joining me and for hearing the results that we have found in this usability study. It was very exciting to express it to you, because I know that once we make the adequate changes to our app, people will definitely have a better user experience and will be able to successfully place that pizza order in a timely manner. Now, please don't forget to check out the appendix if you would like to learn more details about each of our participants. Within our appendix, we have the videos of each participant actually going through the prototype. Then we have the notes that we took of those participants and specific demographic information of each participant. Thank you again. I'll see you next time. Bye.